Today's discussion should be titled, It's Time to Own Energy. So right now, let's talk about the highlighted group to buy. Those other position stocks to watch. But this idea right here, we bought yesterday, okay? I'm choosing to use twice the performance because I love 2 and 3x ETFs to get exposure to the energy space. ERX is the symbol. I really like the stocks inside of ERX. It gives me a exposure across the group. It's got the Chevrons and the Exxons. It's got a couple of US E&P companies like EOG. It's got Valero. It's got other refiners. It's got Schlumberger. So you're getting a cross section of energy with the leverage on it. I don't have to choose individual names. I like to do that. Let me tell you something about energy. First of all, take a look at this chart. All right, so highlighted stock of the day, ERX. What I want to share with you is the entry point, which is eerily similar to the entry point in November that we saw for the entire market. Now, the funny thing about energy, and this is kind of like a stock market version of Fight Club, okay? The time to buy energy stocks is when nobody wants to buy energy, all right? That's the time to buy energy. When energy's running and everybody's talking about it, it's over. That's just how this asset is. It's late. It's late. We want to get on energy as close to the stop as possible. Breaks down, we get out. Skyrockets, we're already in while everybody else is marking up our portfolio. Seasonality. Energy prices generally rally into Memorial Day weekend, into May, into the driving season. It's just seasonality. So they'll trough sometime in the first quarter and start to move higher. So those of you on the desk know that I started buying USO calls a few days ago down in here. And I said to you, I don't get it. Energy itself, this is USO is one example. You can do whatever you want. I mean, USO is the ETF of energy, okay? Futures, energy futures. I bought calls on that down in the green box in here. So I had a pretty big day yesterday. And it just started. I mean, it's not a big day. It wasn't even up. It just began. But what I said to you is look at the energy setup here. The pullback right to the uptrend, a pennant, a wedge bottom, and a breaking out above the 200-day, the 50-day moving averages. And at the time I said, God, I don't get it. I'm looking at energy do that. And then I look at like XOP and it's breaking down. It was breaking down, it was like right in here. I was like, what the heck? How could energy be doing this? And energy prices are breaking out to the upside. Well, it looks as if energy put in a shakeout below prior low and then a reverse. And what I want you to see, I want you to look right here, okay? I want you to look right in here. Check this out. We bought this right here on the S&P, okay? Right in here, the risk monitor went green on the S&P. Now you're looking at ERX. So take a look at the setup. It's almost identical to the S&P entry point we captured on November 2nd, which is to say a breakdown below key moving averages, taking out the prior low of October. So it looked like the market was going to crater, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4 bar explosive recovery. We got on that because the risk monitor went green right there, and it led to these gains, right? It's the same setup on energy right now. Breakdown below key moving averages, looks like energy's about to implode, and then a 4 bar explosive move setting up that double bottom. That's like a bear trap right there. Break and reverse. Will it lead to these types of gains here in the S&P? I don't know. We'll see. But the time to buy energy is when nobody wants to buy energy. And that's right now. So on the Armor Algo, every single energy group, we can go look at it right now, they all look exactly the same. There's ERX. That's what I'm buying. Here's the oil service. That's a beautiful setup in OIH, right at the bottom of an uptrending channel. I should be buying OIH, XLE, you could see XLE. It's the same thing. Shakeout, XOP, shakeout, and reverse. They all look exactly the same. I'll remind you, we've been carrying the pipelines all the way through. We're already long-term on this investment in our dividend portfolio, and it just keeps going up. The total return here on pipelines is unbelievable compared to all the other energy ideas from a risk-reward point of view. Now, I don't buy pipelines near the highs. We only buy pipelines advantageously after a sell-off, right? So, we bought a little bit right there, but really what we're looking for is we look to buy energy pipelines when they have a sell-off, and then we pick them off and it rallies higher. So I wouldn't pay for it up here, but I'm just saying there's another component of energy. that looks great. Highlighted stocks to buy in the energy space. If I was to take more risk in energy, these are the stocks that I'd be buying.